Was it refreshing to you as a filmmaker to kind of go and do something a little independent and not worry about the tent pole and the release date and all that?
Yeah, it's fun.
I mean, did it bring you back to the early days?
Yeah, I didn't know if I could do it anymore, but I was a little scared, to be honest with you, because the big ones you could always point. There's so many names on the screen. Yeah, he did it. You could always point to. This is just me, and you forget how scary it is. And then you don't have all the tools you normally have or the time. Thankfully, I had the actors and I had the freedom. And I had a really well thought through idea and something I was very passionate about. So it was great. I mean, honestly, if scripts hit me, like this idea hit me and I wrote it and I knew that hadn't happened really since Swingers. So it's like I knew I better do this now and say no to everything else that was coming my way. And boy, I'm glad I did. It was really, really great. I can't remember having more fun or liking the way something came out more.
It's so enjoyable, and I feel like if it weren't so enjoyable, I would have left halfway through and just gone eating and stuffing my face.
Yeah.
Was it like that on the set? I mean,
it was. We ate a lot of food, man. We ate a lot of food because Roy Choi was there, the chef, and so he didn't understand, or maybe he did, that you don't have to make the food taste good, you just have to make it look good for a movie, but everything was amazing. Everything was amazing. And then we went around to different places. So we're at Cafe Du Monde, we're eating beignets, right, hot off the hot out of the oil, and we were in Franklin Barbecue in Austin, and that brisket was just, he saved a couple for us. They were sold out. He saved 4, just like in the movie, and then there we are eating that. So it was amazing, and I learned to cook so well too from it, which is also great.
Is there a trick to directing the food? Like, do you have to wrangle it like a?
You kind of do, yeah. There's tricks to everything, And we didn't want to use all the tricks. Normally they'll like spray glycerin on it, which you can't eat it after that. We didn't want to wait, especially with the chef there. Is like so much is about, treating food with reverence. So to throw things away is sinful.
Yeah.
Especially to a chef who his whole life is around that. So we did it. We would use water to make it glisten, and we would eat everything. And even when we broke down the pig, we parceled that up and sent it home. We made sure that everything was the same conditions you would have in a restaurant, health-wise.
What about the relationship between you and MJ? Because he's so fantastic.
He's great, isn't he?
How did you develop that strong bond between the two of you?
Well, I found a kid that was not too busy, pretty natural. He hadn't done a lot, but I knew that he was, he sat in front of the camera real nice, and he was real honest. And everything else from there, I figured I could work with him. Problems when the kid's too rehearsed or too mannered. Great for a sitcom when you want consistency and you want somebody who's going to be a little workhorse throughout a season. But for this movie, I wanted the moments to be just right, and I knew I'd be playing against him. And I'm a dad. I got 3 kids. And so I think I was channeling that, and he's channeling what it's like in his family, and we connected in the middle. And then and I would always run multiple cameras, so I could always improvise with him a little bit, and if he's caught up in something, I could get him out of it. But he delivered the type of performance I like. And people have different tastes. I thought he nailed it. I thought, I like the understated thing. It's natural. He's not hitting jokes too hard. And it's funny, and he's got a real emotion, and honestly, it's a real testament to the kid, because this movie, people think it's about food, they think it's about movie stars. It's about a dad and a kid. That's the real movie, and that's the part that moves me, and that's the part I relate to. I was that kid, I had divorced parents. I would bond with my dad over, we didn't clean out a food truck, but we scraped the bottom of a boat, and we would go cross country and take trips together. And that's how you bond with your old man. And I really wanted to capture that. And I still watch the film. It still gets me. It still chokes me up. And tonight I'm going to see it with my family too.
That's going to be special, right?
It's going to be really special because they used to watch it, and they like watching Iron Man and westerns and Elf and whatever. Those are all good. And I try to put enough personal experiences in all of them, but you kind of have to smuggle them in. This one's really like just, it's just like singing from your heart, and the people who know you the best appreciate it the most. So I'm really looking forward to it being in New York and back to where I'm from and my family coming out.